princess who could lick her own balls. Who it was, children, absolute belter. This, children, is the evil, dark, and devious tale of the Jam Witch. It starts when it shouldn't, ends when it needn't, and in the middle has this sound. Oh, you did, yes. It was wartime again in the land of Potty Crayon. And Baggy Two Bap, to celebrate his 18th birthday, went to the zoo. Back in an age when people went to the zoo for their 18th birthday, children. Long ago, when Google was still made of wood. Baggy Two Bap went to the zoo. It was a feast for the eye and the ear children. There were baboons and kittens and all manner of sparrows and bumblebees. But Baggy Two Bap, being raised well, couldn't give so much as a tinker's frig about them. I want to see the tortoises, said Baggy Two Bap. But all the tortoises have run away, said Mr. Kippers, the zookeeper, who was hiding in the corner. And to make things worse, said Mr. Kippers, nobody's coming to the zoo anymore. All the adults are fighting the Welsh in the war. And all the children are hiding from the evil Jam Witch. A shiver ran down Baggy Two Bap's spine at the very thought of the sound the Jam Witch would make whenever she appeared. Yes. Once a year, children, an evil Jam Witch would come to the land of Potty Crayon, kidnap all the ginger children, bundle them into a cauldron, and boil them down into marmalade. And no one would be selfish. They didn't even know there was a touch box, these guys. Welsh guests. No one would be safe, children. For if you had so much as one auburn hair, you'd be bundled into that pot that would never before known, never before that pot, no, never before that pot. Not for never. Not until there was enough marmalade to cover an entire crumpet. The size of Formby. But I'm not a child anymore, said Baggy Two Bap. I'm 18 today. I am immune from the thrall of the Jam Witch. And he skipped away, and off Baggy Two Bap went to find his friends. But Boggy Thrip not, Pan Pan the gibbon with 9 legs, and the mysterious Ray Collins had all been killed by the war. But who am I going to play with? Said Baggy Two Bap. I'll play with you. Baggy Two Bap turned and he saw Mrs. Flans, the school wet nurse, her massive distended knockers swinging like fleshy medicine balls before her. And Baggy Two Bap, being raised well, had little, if any, understanding of the term MILF. But you're a good-looking woman, I thought. We can play past the parcel, said Mrs. Flans. But we haven't got a parcel to unwrap, said Baggy Two Bap. We can be the parcel, said Mrs. Flans. We can pass ourselves to each other and take the wrapping off as we go. And before long, children, Baggy Two Bap and Mrs. Flans were completely startled. Yes, she did. Indeed, she gasped, for she looked down, and for never in her born days, children, had she seen such a big red bush. But then, suddenly, before anything else could happen, they heard this sound. It was the Jam Witch! And Baggy Two Bap scrambled for his clothes, but not before the Jam Witch had clocked his big red wiry thatch. I want those hairs! He hollered. If only Baggy Two Bap had opted for the Brazilian for his birthday. As opposed to the anal bleaching, of course. And he ran away. He ran away as quick as he could. There's no point running away, said the Jam Witch to Baggy Two Bap. There's no point running away. Your entire village has been destroyed by the war. And Baggy Two Bap said, well, it doesn't matter anyway because I'm 18 today. I'm immune from your thrall. And she said, don't be stupid. You were born at 4:30 and it's not yet noon. And Baggy Two Bap had to run and he ran. But he was so upset that his village was no longer there. and ablaze with rage, Baggy Two Bap stomped over the hill to the cottage where the war lived. How the war was ashamed, children. I'm sorry, Baggy Two Bap, said the war. I got a bit carried away. Would you like a macaroon? And by way of an apology, the war told Baggy Two Bap about an enchanted urinal where all your dreams can come true. Baggy Two Bap, remember this, said the war. The bigger the wish, the longer you have to wee. And Baggy Two Bap wanted to bring an end to this conflict and bring back his village and bring back his friends and enjoy his birthday. Was that too much to ask? But it was a lot to ask. So he ran as quick as his legs could carry him to the enchanted urinal. He got to the front of the queue. He downed 6 cans of Tennant's Super and dived inside, and he unzipped his tunic. And he was just about to make his wish when he heard this terrifying sound. What was that, children? It was the Jam Witch! I want those hairs! Hollered the Jam Witch, and she saw Baggy Two Bap and he turned, but then she dived for him and she slipped in the wee. And she banged her head on the enchanted urinal, not only knocking herself unconscious, but knocking her false nose off. Baggy Two Bap could not believe his eyes. It was Mrs. Kippers, the zookeeper's wife, disguised as the Jam Witch. It didn't make any sense. And then a tortoise appeared from a hole in the wall. A tortoise here in the enchanted urinal. It was insane. And Baggy Two Bap looked through the hole from whence the tortoise came, and he saw beneath the enchanted urinal a humongous factory populated by thousands of junior children, all beavering away, pulling the shells off tortoises and making them into helmets. Helmets with the Welsh flag on. And who should be walking amongst them, hitting them with a cricket bat? What's all that? Multiculturalism. We're all a part of Europe. Hitting them with a cricket bat to make sure they worked harder. Why? It was no other than Mr. Kippers, the zookeeper himself. But what was powering all the conveyor belts and the machinery? Why? It was no less than a water wheel powered by we from the enchanted urinal. It was all a humongous conspiracy, and Baggy Two Bap, as quick as he could, ran to the police, and the very next day, Mr. and Mrs. Kippers were gassed for treachery. And the next weekend, Baggy Two Bap was hailed as a hero. Hooray! The war is over! We managed to kill all the Welsh because they didn't have any helmets and were easier to shoot, chortled the priests. And the Jam Witch is dead, said all the freckle-faced ginger orphans. And Baggy Two Bap was crowned the very first Ginger King of Pottycray. Now, before I go, children, remember this. Every time you laugh, small child dies. Sleep wisely, children, and good night.